What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back again with another Football Manager video, and today we're going to be getting into our first games of the season. We're starting off with a game against PSG in the French Super Cup, and then we're also going to play Nantes away and LOSC at home. Lille. I thought they were called something else. We'll be playing Lille at home. We did make a couple of loan signings. So, as you can see, if I can actually navigate to there. So, we look at transfers. I went ahead and skipped about a half a month, skipped all the friendlies. I'll just show you guys the friendly results real quick. You might have already seen it in the screen before, but I don't really play friendlies in Football Manager unless I'm like I'll play probably like 1 out of 20 friendlies, and that's if I've like just started off in a new club that I'm not really too sure, you know, which players I want to start, but I got a pretty good idea most of the time of who's starting and who's not. So let's go ahead and look at our transfers. And we brought in Dalot, Zagadou, and Zaniolo on loan. All going to be quality players later in their careers, but they're pretty decent right now, especially Zaniolo. He's going to make a great backup at center mid. And Dalot might, well, he can play on the right and left, which is nice about him. And then Zagadou, he isn't great, only 11 tackling, 11 stamina, but we don't have great center backs, and he is more of a ball playing center back, so I might start him because of that. I do prefer ball playing center backs, and he does have the chance to go up pretty quickly in some stats, so hopefully he'll do that. But I'm not gonna babble for any more. Let's just get right into the game. I will show you this real quick, actually. Those are our penalty takers. If you want to pause and look at those, I'm not going to go through them. Corner takers and our captains. And then these were the fixtures I was talking about. So we drew 2 and 1 to our friendlies. So decent enough, but it was just the assistant manager taking control of those. So let's just get straight into the game. I don't care what number he is. We'll just auto pick that. And let's just get right into the match. So PSG got Cavani up front, Neymar at attacking mid, and he's playing as an attacking mid as his role as well, which is interesting. You'd think he'd be a shadow striker. And then Draxler and Mbappe both starting, Zawa, Meunier. They're really starting a full-strength team here. Kerr at center mid is a little interesting. That's a new signing, I think. Or does Kerr start at PSG? He might start at PSG, but he's a center back, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. I am going to change these settings just to the fastest. We want key, pitch. Don't really need replays, and that should be good. And I mentioned it earlier, but we're going to be playing 3 games this episode. I'm probably going to play 3 games most episodes. If you hear a train in the background, I'm not sure how much audio this is going to pick up, but I mean, it's a train. That's what it is. It's unfortunate. But it should be gone in a second. I don't know. I imagine you guys can hear it anyways. And we get 1-0 down at PSG. Cavani, no real surprise. I'm not sure if this is at PSG's stadium or if it's in a neutral ground. If it's at PSG's stadium, I definitely wouldn't expect to win as they go 2-0. If it's in a neutral stadium, I'd say we have a chance. But realistically, I mean, the season I'm playing right now is, you know, the same season that just finished in real life, where Monaco, you know, finished damn near bottom of the table. So if you can compare it, you know, I wasn't really expecting to win this game. I'm going to start making some changes now. I'm just going to make 2 subs. If we can get back into this, actually, we only got 2 subs left, so I'm going to make both those now. I don't really think it's going to make too much of an impact, but we'll just get Adrian Silva in for Fabregas and Ali Sami in at right back. Go ahead and switch these 2. I feel like Fernandez might be better as an attacking mid, but center mid was his recommended, so I went ahead and tried it out. Can we get at least 1 goal, maybe on the counterattack? We're getting dominated here. 10 shots on target by them, 2 from us. That is not a good way to start the season, but, you know, that's what you can expect when you start off against PSG. I should have looked through that. Didn't mean to go through there. But I think it was like plus 2% on all the players. Look at next match. If you guys haven't played this, that's how your players gain stats for the most part, is by increasing in that percentage. And yep, 2-0 defeat to PSG. First game of the season. but I'm not too worried about it. We'll bounce back in the league, hopefully. I do think we're playing, away is our first game. I hate starting away as well. You know, it's always nice to start at home. That way you can usually start off with a victory. Do we have decent goalkeepers? So Sai here only has a 3-star potential. He doesn't have great stats. He's already 22. And we've got Benoglu and Subasic. I'm probably going to bring in a keeper anyways next summer or the one after that. So I'm going to go ahead and let him go, especially because they're offering that much money. I'm going to try to add a 50% selling percentage whenever I can. They're probably not going to take it. Just, you know, so that you can earn some more money later on. But 7.5 mil plus a 30% selling fee is not bad at all for him. And Vinicius, not Vinicius Jr., that's our striker on loan from Napoli. Decent target man to bring off the bench, but he's out for a few days. Milo. This guy, I'm not going to sell, I don't think. No. So he's got a 3-star potential. That really could mean anything. At 16, a lot of times the potential will go down a little bit and then go back up later. And I did actually mean to show you guys this. So Fernandez, obviously, that we signed last episode, is our starting center mid. For our backup winger, I went ahead and just put Sil on here. I brought him on last match, but he was already in the club. So I said I was looking for a winger, but he's, you know, dark green. That means that it's the second highest, you know, that's the second best you can have, the comfortability with the position. So like that at striker, you can see it's a brighter green. That's the that means the striker is his main position. So he can play right and left wing pretty well. He's got 12 stamina, which isn't bad. 13 pace, you know, nice 13 dribbling, 12 shooting. It's a good base for him to improve on. And the reason I don't mind playing him here, because usually I don't like playing young players on the bench, because if you sub them on too often, they will actually go down in that potential ability. Granted, it can go back up later, but I don't want to hinder too much development. So someone like Petro Pellegrini, who I know is one of the wonder kids in this game, I wouldn't want to bring him on as a substitute too often. But somebody like this, he's our probably 4th, 5th choice striker. He's only 2-star right now. Only got 3.5-star potential, so I don't mind bringing him on as a sub. But we're going to have to switch things around more than likely. Go ahead and sell him for this next match. And I'm maybe just going to hold on to this guy. He's actually pretty trash. Liverpool can have him on the off chance that he becomes a superstar. That's crazy that Liverpool will even want him. I guess I can't imagine why they would, really, for any reason, not even as a backup. But whatever. I mean, I'll take it. Alright, so FC Anons, and wow, they're actually almost the favorites for this game. We barely have the odds in our favor, so that's not a great sign, but I would expect to win this game. Away games are always difficult, but hopefully we can get on well. Marseille actually brought in Yaya Toure off camera. I saw that. That's interesting. So we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't do too well this season, because obviously I did have the chance to sign him, you know, right at the beginning of the season. So I'll keep an eye on that just to see what happens. Now, as for a backup right mid, Pellegrini and Googles, I'm actually trading both of them in that position, but neither of them are there yet. Antivirus, yeah, Antivirus is going to start. It's between him and Mbula. I'm going to go for Antivirus. I have a feeling he's probably going to develop into a better player, although he does have decent potential in Mbula. But let's go ahead and start with Antivirus. I didn't actually check. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about the squad numbers. Alright, so we are at 100% condition. That's usually the way I rotate, is just by condition. Unless a player does have a really bad game, I'll usually do around 95%, which is pretty high of a condition, but I like to have around 95% or more in order to start a player. Alright, we needed a new striker. So I'm going to go ahead and put, I guess, I will put Pellegrini on there. I know I just said that I didn't like subbing him that often, but it is okay to sub them occasionally. Plus, he's going to get, I imagine, at least a few starts this season. As long as you give real young players like that a couple starts, as we can see the goal there, they should be alright. Is that guy even good? I don't know who it is. Alright, so not really. Nants do not have a strong side at all. And they weak on either side. Nah, So I'm fine with just playing. I've got mixed passing on, so I'm going to keep that there. I'm not going to make any halftime subs. This is a pretty dead game, only 6 shots in total. Hopefully things will pick up a little bit in the second half. If they score another one, we're kind of just fucked. I don't really see us scoring 2. That said, Radamel Falcao with his first goal of the season. He'll probably be our starting striker just for maybe even just the first half of this season. It really just depends on how quickly our young players develop. But he's got himself a goal there, and I'm actually going to take out him and Hendricks just to bring on some fresh legs. And I will get Pellegrini on there. I think he could impact this game. I'm not going to make him a defensive forward. I'm not going to make him a target man either. I feel like tall players like that are really best at as a poacher. Unless they're like super duper slow, which I don't think. Yeah, Pellegrini's not. But even then, if you got good enough shooting, poacher's pretty general. Fernandez not really having a huge impact so far. Do I want to bring him? I'll bring in him as opposed to Silva. See what happens. Keep him a center mid. Come on, guys. We got a couple minutes left. Let's get a goal. Damn. Had a corner there at the end, but 1-1 away. Not the worst result. That's what I mentioned earlier. You can see the progress there. So Jedson Fernandez, this could be huge. There we go. So we got some passing, which is massive. Movement, which is fairly important. Positioning, same thing. I like to have decent positioning. And he's just going to keep on improving. But yeah, that's great that he's got a passing attribute that early on. He's probably going to play pretty much every game of the season as long as he doesn't get injured. At least he should be able to with that 18 stamina. They have been dicking around with stamina, like, I want to say like the last 2 months. If you have played this game regularly, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, they just like essentially made players get more tired quicker, and they undid it, and they kind of tweaked it a little bit more. I don't know how many updates there's been, but it hasn't been too great until recently. But I think they fixed it. I kind of want to keep him because we're light on center backs, but he is so bad that we could really just bring in a lone player. So I'll go ahead and get rid of him. But yeah, so as long as fitness isn't an issue, I haven't played too much with the most recent update that I think was just a few days ago. So sometimes young players will not keep their stamina as well just because they're younger, not as used to playing a full season. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But here we go with the last game of the episode. Still nobody tired. I might make a change or two. How's Galvin been doing? 6.5 so far. Navarro is promising. I'm going to go ahead and play him there and see if he can do anything. Do I want to play Jovetic even? Actually, we're going to try something. I play this formation most of the time, but I really need more like technically gifted midfielders. But as long as they can get the ball up to Jovetic and Falcao up front with an advanced forward and a poacher up there, I think we should be fine. I'm just going to make both these guys advanced playmakers. And I'm actually going to start Longstaff. I'm going to give him his first start of the season. I'm still going to play him as an attacking, as advanced playmaker. Do I want to do anything else? Pellegrini's still on the bench. Who was injured? So Vinicius isn't quite back, so we'll go ahead and keep Jovetic on the bench, or Pellegrini on the bench for now. And I'm fine with that lineup. Hopefully Jovetic can do something on his first start of the season. Actually hasn't played as a substitute either. This is his first minutes at all. Nothing too much early on. Really not a lot of shots, I'm noticing. I don't know if other teams are playing defensive against us or if our attack just really isn't up to scratch. Maybe a little bit of both. Our attack isn't fantastic. Really, the whole team isn't great. I don't expect to win the league this first season. No matter how well I do, really. PSG are, PSG. But as long as we can finish, a lot better than 17th, like they did in real life. But we really shouldn't be dropping points at home. It's still 0-0. Longstaff and Fernandez both at 6. Longstaff's a little bit tired. If I want to go real attacking, I don't think I do. I was thinking about bringing on Pellegrini for Longstaff and kind of shifting, but I'm just going to keep it like this for now. I'm going to go ahead and push everyone up, though. I'm just going to play with a higher line, I think. Try that for now. Come on, guys. Will at home. The away games, I don't mind dropping points really at any point for away games, because away games are, always going to be more difficult, but we should really never be dropping points at home. The home points are the ones that really piss me off, and we just drew 0-0. Absolutely pathetic from the lads. That's, wow. So 2 draws and a loss to start the season. Not the greatest. Things will pick up later in the season. We've got a really young squad, really new squad, a really shifted around squad. This is really completely different than what Monaco are playing in real life and what they were playing, what their default set was. So we'll be making more changes, I'm sure, throughout the season, maybe bringing in a couple more loan signings. We don't really have a huge budget left to work with, but we do have $26 million. So I could sign a good mid-tier player if I really needed to. But that's going to be it for this episode. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Leave any suggestions in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I will see you guys next time.